It's new right here on your Classic Metal Show was Pull My Stinger.
Snoo you, pal.
Yeah, Snoo you, pal. Good AC/DC style rock.
I like those guys.
I do too. And apparently they have a new CD coming out as well.
Yeah, aren't we supposed to do an interview?
I think so. I think we're supposed to do something with them.
Yeah, and we like Curtis Don Vito.
Well, he does a lot of work with our good friend Bob Nalbandian. He does all the music direction for the Inside Metal
That's right.
documentaries. So if you have not checked out the documentaries, it's just called Inside Metal. It's a whole series. A lot of it is on Amazon.
Right.
And if you got Amazon Prime, you can watch that. You can also buy the physical DVDs.
Right.
And they just continue coming out, and there's more coming in 2019.
The two in 2019, I believe, feature yourself and me.
That is correct.
I can't wait to be on the big screen.
There you are. So anyway, go check it out. Inside Metal is what it's called. So look it up and watch it. It's good stuff. It's got a lot of history there for if you have any interest in metal and hard rock and music. Find out where it came from, all the genres and the genesis of it. And Bob Nalbandian and company do a great job, and Curtis Don Vito does a great job with the music direction.
Absolutely.
All right. One last story, and we'll cut out of here for the night.
All right.
Our good friend John Phillips submitted a story.
Okay.
He says, I think Neely will like this.
Okay.
Goes up there with safe spaces.
All right.
So since we were talking about, safe spaces and whatnot, university lectures don't use caps as it frightens the students.
As in capital letters?
Yeah, don't use capitals in spelling. All caps. Some people will, type or Twitter or whatever, and they'll use all caps.
Who's raising these people to be this?
I don't know. Who is so weak that you go, it's got caps. My day's ruined.
Unbelievable. And at a university, no less, that's supposed to be teaching you that this is the proper way to fucking write something.
Well, but the problem is that even these universities, they are a liberal haven. And the idea here is to weaken the
mankind.
weaken the populace.
Right.
So only a few will be in charge.
Right.
And there's no revolt.
I guess.
It's just bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
University lecturers have been told not to use words in capital letters when setting assignments because it might frighten the students into failure.
Oh, my God.
Frighten them.
Where is this? The University of Faggotry?
Staff at Leeds Trinity School of Journalism, of all places.
Oh, rather. So it is a school that is supposed to be teaching how to write something the proper way. Unfucking real.
Yeah, so stop frightening the students with your big capital letters.
Oh, my God.
They have also been told to write in a helpful, warm tone, avoiding officious language and negative instructions.
Oh, my God.
Some blast the move as more academic mollycoddling of the snowflake generation. An enhanced student understanding, engagement, and achievement memo lists do's and don'ts with do and don't among words frowned upon.
All right, come on. Who put this story out? This has to be fake.
I don't know that it's fake.
Who put this out?
This has been published in the Sunday Express.
Let's look up the Sunday Express. I'm having trouble believing this one.
Well, you know what? We've gotten to the point to where this is almost acceptable. It's just like, yeah, I get it, man, because, my kid's pretty fragile.
It is a daily national paper in the UK. All right, it's a big paper. 365,000 people circulation a day. Jesus Christ.
Stop scaring my kid.
Unfucking real.
Course leaders say capitalizing a word could emphasize the difficulty or the high stakes nature of the task.
Oh, brother.
Well, wouldn't you want to know how important something is to you if somebody emphasizes it, whether it's with capital letters or just say, this is really important because if you don't pass this, say, this paper, that's a quarter of your grade.
How about it's an assignment in college, you have to do it. No matter what. No matter if it's written in caps, lowercase, fucking crayon, or fucking magic marker. Do your job. Do the work. Jesus, are you kidding?
Yeah. The memo says, despite our best attempts to explain assignment tasks, any lack of clarity can generate anxiety and even discourage students from attempting the assignment at all. Oh, I just can't do it. It's just too overwhelming.
Got a really wide. It's not.
Oops, sorry.
I'm just going to take an F because, I'm not going to make the effort because, I'm stressed to the max. And this is overwhelming for me.
That's just bullshit. You're just like you said, you're raising people to be weaker.
Yeah. The memo also states that the staff must be explicit about any explicitness in their assignment and their briefs. And it warns that when students are unsure of an assignment, they often talk to each other, and any misconceptions or misunderstandings quickly spread through the group and usually aid in and here we go. The misunderstanding quickly spreads through the group, usually aided and abetted by
what, outrage?
No.
Fear? Shame?
No. Listen. Where a social discussion usually takes place.
Facebook? Twitter?
There you go. Facebook.
Okay.
The other scourge of this earth.
Right.
So it goes, oh my God, this is a worst assignment. It was all in capital letters. Facebook.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, man. I saw it on Facebook.
Oh, I fucking hate people.
Yeah. So let me read that again. They often talk to each other, and any misconceptions or misunderstandings quickly spread through the group, usually aided and abetted by Facebook.
Great.
They can lead to further confusion, and students may even then decide that the assignment is too difficult and not attempted at all.
Just stop right there. Since when does a student get to decide if an assignment is too difficult or not?
Well, because if you cry that you're some kind of victimized, you'll get a pass.
That's fucking retarded.
Well, isn't that the truth?
It is the truth, but it's fucking retarded. It's stupid.
I agree. One staff member said they use capitals to emphasize the importance of a particular point so students don't miss it. So they use it for emphasis.
Oh, good.
The lecturer said, we have some excellent students, but it's a constant battle against a system that wants to treat them like little kids. We are not doing our students any favors with this kind of nonsense.
Bingo.
The university said the guidance was sharing best practices from the latest teaching research, adding, we take pride in supporting our students to be their very best they can be. Students at the Manchester have voted to ban clapping over fears noise. Wait a minute. Students at Manchester have voted to ban clapping over fears noise could trigger anxiety and suggest using jazz hands to show appreciation.
Are you fucking...
Yeah, loud noises like clapping is now a problem.
So you have to do jazz hands?
Yeah, you just throw your hands up there and just, wiggle them around.
Yeah, fuck that. That is pathetic. That is just fucking pathetic. God, I can't wait to jump off this fucking ball of bullshit.
Everybody is a scared little rabbit that needs to duck into their little burrow.
How can you be so scared of fucking dumb shit like this? How can that even happen? Who is the one that hears and fucking jumps under a table?
I don't know.
Who's doing that? This is, oh my God, I can't believe this is real.
You must be, you're destroying their little private microcosm.
Yeah, I guess. That's a microaggression, that fucking clapping sound. Yeah. These kids are fucked in real life.
You're right.
They are so fucked in real life.
Well, again, I always say I blame the parents.
I do too, but boy.
Because they brought them up that way, that everything is a danger, and look out, little Johnny, and, don't look at me so hard, and don't use capital letters, and don't clap your hands, and don't scare the little bunny rabbit.
What's going to happen when they go to their fucking editor at the Washington Post or whatever and say, well, I don't want to use capital letters because that might scare the readers. Fired, so fired.
Yeah.
Stupid. Just teaching these people to be fucking turds. Ugh. All right, I hate this story.
Well, that's all there is to it.
Good. Thank fucking Christ. Holy cow. But before we go,
yes,
I need to actually acknowledge a very good friend of mine and yours of the show and thank him for my birthday present that he sent me a little bit late.
Wow.
Our good friend, Hairball John.
Yes.
Who, longtime supporter of us. We have been a longtime supporter of his. He has his new show, Hairball John and Friends. It's on Uncontrolled Noise as well as a bunch of FMs. And
now, when did he start this?
Recently.
Okay. Now, what happened to his vinyl show?
Went away.
Okay.
Now he's doing Hairball John and Friends, and it's actually on like regular radio and Uncontrolled Noise and a bunch of stuff. He, as a listener to the CMS, fucking heard my stories that I've told on the air about the Stone and the Omni.
Okay, the Bay Area clubs.
Clubs, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Found fat guy-sized T-shirts of both the Stone and the Omni, bought them and sent them to me.
Wow.
That's like the coolest gift. I mean, those places have been gone for, 20 years or so? 15, 20 years, and he found me brand new T-shirts of these.
Are they replica shirts?
They might be replicas, but even if they're replicas, who's talking about the Stone and the Omni anymore?
Nobody.
That's what I mean. Even if they're replicas, they're the coolest ever. And I just wanted to acknowledge Hairball John for what I thought was an amazingly cool gift.
Well, that was very nice of him to, acknowledge your birthday, especially since you're not even all that celebratory about that.
Yeah, I'm not. And he hit me up like 2 weeks ago and was like, hey, I need your address. I want to send you a belated birthday present. And I was like, okay, cool. And I didn't know what it was. And I got the thing in the mail, and I was like, that is like the greatest shit of all time. And it's in my size, which is even more fantastic.
Well, yeah, that in itself is a feat.
Yeah, no shit. So it's like, fucking right. So thank you, Hairball John. I definitely appreciate it. I will wear them with pride to the very next, whatever the next CMS event is. I will wear my Omni T-shirt because that's just cooler than cool. So
it is. I agree.
Thank you, Hairball. And I will be doing his show, I think this week or next week, for to talk about cause and effect. So my interview tour continues.
Very good.
So there we go. That's all.
All right. Well, in that spirit, I'm gonna dedicate a song to you and your new T-shirts.
All right, awesome.
So we're going to get out of here. We will be back next Saturday. We'll do this thing all over again. We'll give you a full show this next week.
Yep.
But for Chris, since he enjoys his T-shirts and got something very cool, I'm going to leave you with some Slash a Snake Pit from It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere with Good to Be Alive.
There we go. Perfect.
So until next Saturday night, this is Neely along with my very good friend
Chris Hagan.
And we'll see you.
Bye-bye, kids.